Everyone, my name is Kourtney and thank you for checking out my first video blog. For the past 2 years I've done NFL picks. I really like to research the players, watch the preseason, kind of figure out who I think is going to win. And for the past 2 weeks I've been watching the Vuelta Espana every morning, drinking my coffee, getting ready for my ride, getting ready for the day it's on. So I thought it'd be pretty fun to take a stab at who I think is going to walk away with the red jersey after tomorrow's pivotal TT. Now looking at the TT course, it is 38.7 kilometers in length. There's a few rollers in the beginning, but it's predominantly a flat TT course. Flat TT courses like this really favor pure time trialists. And I only really see 3 people that are realistically have chance to walk away with the red jersey, and that's Puerto Rodriguez, Fabio Aru, and Tom Dumoulin. Now looking at Puerto, he's already in the red jersey. He lives in Spain. He's been on a Grand Tour podium 4 times, but he's never been quite able to seal the deal. And largely in part due to time trials. In the 2012 Giro, he lost the pink jersey to Ryder Hesjedal in the final TT. In the 2010 Vuelta, Vincenzo Nibali was able to put 4 minutes into Puerto on the time trial and take the red jersey from him there as well. So historically, Puerto isn't the best time trialist. I do think he's in flying form right now. He's obviously the best climber in the race, if not one of the strongest guys in the race. So I think it will be interesting to see if he can pull off the performance of a lifetime. Now looking at Fabio Aru, he is a guy at the beginning of the race, he was flying for him. He was launching attacks, he was riding up the road. He was going with things that nobody else could do, and as the race progressed, he's definitely lost a little bit of that form. He isn't quite able to. We saw him try and do some of those attacks on the last mountain day, and it looked like for a second that he was going to get dropped, but he was able to hang on and really minimize his losses to Puerto. But he definitely wasn't able to ride him off his wheel like he might have during the beginning of the race. Fabio Aru is another one who isn't a great time trialer. If you look at the Giro just last year, Contador was able to put over 2 minutes into him and take the pink jersey from him at the Giro and essentially lock up Contador's victory on the Giro. So neither Puerto or Aru are that great time trialists. Now looking at Tom Dumoulin, who's on the opposite end of the spectrum, he's an amazing time trialist. He's one of the best in the world. And even looking at the Tour of Swiss in June, he won the prologue and the final TT. I was there, and I find this really interesting because there were a series of really brutal mountain days that came before that final TT, which proves that even if Tom Dumoulin is a little bit tired, he can still pull off a stellar time trial performance. So out of a Puerto and Aru, I really see as Puerto as being the one to rise to the occasion. He's historically a little bit better of a time trialer, and I think he's in a little bit better form. So the question is, can Tom Dumoulin put a minute 51 into Puerto on this time trial course? And I say yes. Yes, he can. Looking at last year's Vuelta, Tony Martin was able to put a minute 49 into Puerto on a really hilly TT course. This year's TT course favors a pure time trialist like Tony Martin or Tom Dumoulin a lot better than last year's TT course. So I think Tom Dumoulin is definitely going to be able to beat Puerto in tomorrow's time trial and get that red jersey. So if you agree with me, or if you don't agree with me, if you think my picks are stupid or not stupid, you can let me know on Twitter or YouTube, and thank you for watching.